Hi there, my name is Dimitris Charalambidis, and in this video we'll talk about tree diagrams. To begin with, we want to answer the following question. What is a tree diagram? Well, in simply put, we can define a tree diagram as a way to visualize, organize, and present information in a logical order, in a successive way. In probability theory, we use tree diagrams to visualize successive events. For example, I will now create a tree diagram for us. At first, we want to see how we will move to school. We can do it by bus or we can do it by car. And then we want to see whether we will be late or on time. Late or on time. So you can clearly see that the two events we care about in the tree diagram I just drew are event number one, the selection of how I'll go to school, whether I'll use the bus or the car, and second event, whether I'll be late or on time. A tree diagram consists of branches and nodes. A branch is the paths. All these that I'm now coloring by yellow are considered to be branches. Branch. And the nodes are the points from where the branches start. So by green, we have the nodes. What else do we need to know in probability? Usually, on top of each branch, we use to put the corresponding probability. For example, let's say that here we have a 0.8, here we have a 0.2, here we have a 0.6 and 0.4, 0.5 and 0.5. And what does this tell us? It gives us any information we might need. For example, by looking at this tree diagram, we can clearly tell that the probability of us choosing the bus to go to school is 0.8. The probability of us choosing the car to go to school is 0.2. Assuming that we have chosen the bus, the probability of being late is 0.6. Assuming that we have used the bus, the probability of being on time is 0.4. Assuming that we have used the car, the probability of being late is 0.5. And finally, assuming that we have used the car, so we are here, the probability of being on time is 0.5 respectively. Finally, before we finish with this quick presentation, let's note something. You can clearly see that the sum of all probabilities starting from each node is always equal to 1. Is always 1. Here in the first node, from where the options of bus and car start, we have corresponding probabilities of 0.8 and 0.2. So 0.8 and 0.2 is equal to 1. In the next node, late and on time, we have 0.6 plus 0.4, again, is equal to 1. And finally, 0.5 and 0.5 also add up to 1. This node we just mentioned can be really helpful in cases where we are given a tree diagram with some missing probabilities and we are asked to complete them by ourselves. So once again, to summarize everything, we can remember that the tree diagram is just a visualization an organization of successive events of information put in a logical order. It consists of branches, otherwise known as paths or roads, and nodes, the stations from where the roads, these paths start. On top of each branch, we use to put the corresponding probability. And finally, which is useful for exercises, mostly for 1 mark considering the IB or the A levels, the sum of probabilities on each node always adds up to 1. And that would be all for now. Please stay tuned, because in the next video, we will learn the 3 different types of exercises that we could meet on tree diagrams. For any questions that you might have, please feel free to leave your comment below. As always, thank you for your time.